Welcome to video lecture number 1 for chapter 15, the integumentary system. In this video, we are going to talk about various forms of skin cancer, as well as some clinical applications. Just an FYI, all terms and abbreviations that you need to know for this chapter are going to be black in this video. So the first part of this video will focus on skin cancer. There are many different types of skin cancer, based on where the cancer originates. The first type we will discuss is squamous cell carcinoma. This type of skin cancer arises from keratinocytes that are located in the stratum spinosum. Keratinocytes are cells that secrete keratin. Keratin is the protein that is found in the dead outer layer of your skin, and it's also found in your nails and your hair. So basically, the keratinocytes are reproducing out of control. This type of skin cancer responds very well to removal. However, this is a type of skin cancer that can metastasize. Metastasize means to spread to other parts of the body. You also might hear another form of this word called metastasis, which is the actual process of spreading to other parts of the body. The next type of skin cancer is basal cell carcinoma. This is the most common type of skin cancer, and luckily, it is also the least dangerous because this type of cancer does not metastasize or spread. These cancer cells start in the stratum basale and then invade the dermis and epidermis. The term epidermis refers to the top layer of skin. The prefix epi means upon, and the root dermis means skin. So epidermis is upon the skin or the topmost layer of the skin. So when you are touching your skin, you are touching the epidermis. The last type of skin cancer we are going to talk about is malignant melanoma. The term malignant means that this cancer has the ability to metastasize. But another word that is more familiar to you is cancerous. Benign tumors are the opposite of malignant. Benign tumors do not spread. The term melanoma means a tumor that formed from cells that produce melanin, which we'll talk about in a couple seconds. This is the least common type of skin cancer, but it is the most deadly because it does metastasize really quickly throughout the body. This type of skin cancer arises from melanocytes in the stratum basale. Melanocytes are the cells that produce the dark pigment melanin, which is why this type of cancer appears darker in color as compared to the others. The second part of this video is going to cover clinical applications for being able to identify the various layers of the skin. That application involves giving injections. There are 3 different types of injections, each of which injects a medication into a different skin layer. The first is an intradermal injection. These injections involve a short, thin needle that is injected at about a 10 to 15 degree angle into the dermis of the skin, which is what gives the injection the name intradermal. The suffix al, al, means pertaining to. The prefix intra means within, and the root derm means skin. So intradermal means pertaining to within the dermis, or just within the dermis. Once the needle is within the dermis, the medication is injected, and you get what kind of looks like a blister, but is called a wheal. This kind of injection is used for tuberculosis tests, so the wheal that is produced from a TB test is going to be a non-itchy swelling of the skin. The other use for this injection is for allergy testing, so the nurse is going to inject you with whatever substance you might be allergic to, and the wheal that is produced is going to be small and itchy if you are allergic to that substance. That is also known as a hive. So when you are breaking out in hives due to being exposed to a substance that you are allergic to, you are seeing wheals all over your skin. The second type of injection is called a subcutaneous or SC injection. The suffix ous means pertaining to, the prefix sub means below, and the root cutane means skin. So subcutaneous means pertaining to below the skin, which is where the subcutaneous layer is located. This type of injection uses a longer needle that enters the skin at about a 45-degree angle and reaches the hypodermis, or otherwise called the subcutaneous layer of the skin, for injection of those medications. This type of injection diabetics get when they receive insulin. The third type of injection is called intramuscular injections. The suffix AR means pertaining to, the prefix intra means within, and the root muscule means muscle. So intramuscular means pertaining to within the muscle, which is where this injection takes place. These injections use a long needle, which enters the skin at a 90-degree angle. The needle goes into the muscle that is below the hypodermis, or the subcutaneous layer, and the medication is injected into the muscle. This type of injection is used for some antibiotics, but mostly vaccines, or also steroids. The second type of clinical application is a transdermal patch. The suffix al means pertaining to, the prefix trans means across or through, and the root derm means skin. So transdermal means pertaining to going across or through the skin. Some medications can be given through the skin using an adhesive transdermal patch. In the patch, there's a small reservoir, as you can see in that picture on the slide, that contains a medication that leaves the reservoir at a known rate through a semi-permeable membrane. The medication diffuses across the semi-permeable membrane, across the epidermic layer of your skin, and then enters into the blood vessels that are located within the dermis. Medications for motion sickness, cardiac problems, testosterone, birth control hormones, and chemical nicotine are often administered through these transdermal patches. And that is going to be the end of video lecture number 1.